Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about one of the most important topic, that's license. So there are two ways how you can get the driving license over here in Canada. One is if you have a driving license extract from your home country and you have experience of driving back from your home country. The second one is if you don't have any experience from your home country, then still you can apply for a driving license over here. Let's look at the first approach, that is if you have a driving license from your home country, then you can go ahead and appear for G1 knowledge test, which is kind of an MCQ test about the rules and regulations, traffic rules and regulations in Canada. So after clearing G1 knowledge test, you have to appear for drive test, and there are two options. You can either appear for G or G2. So G is the highest level of license, G2 is below that. You can appear for G, and then if you pass, you get the license. Otherwise, you can go ahead and give the test for G2. And once you have cleared G2, you can again appear for G. If you do not wish to directly appear for G, then you can appear for G2, and then you can after passing G2, you can appear for G without any waiting period. So the advantage of getting a driving license extract is that you do not have to face any wait period over here for the drive test, and you have the choice to directly apply for G. And also the cost of G1 knowledge test, if you have a driving license extract, is less than the other situation.
Second approach is the one in which you do not have your previous DL extract. So once you have cleared your G1 knowledge test, so you may apply for driver's education certificate. If you apply for driver's education certificate, then the wait time for G2 drive test will come down from 12 months to 8 months. Once you have cleared your G2 drive test, be it after 8 months or 12 months, depending upon you having the certificate or not, then the standard wait time for appearing the G class license drive test is about 12 months, no matter if you have the certificate or you do not. So that's the standard waiting time, minimum of 12 months to appear for G class license test. So unfortunately, I did not have my driving license extract from India. I'll have to wait for 8 months to appear for my G2 drive test, since I have the driver's certificate. And Mansa fortunately had her driving license extract with her, so she was able to directly appear for G, and she would now like to share her experience about the driving lessons she took and how the test was.
So as Chetan mentioned, I had my DL extract. I had 7 to 8 years driving experience from India. That's the reason I decided to go for G directly. The first step was to look for a good instructor. I contacted that instructor. I'll give you the contact details of that instructor in the description below. So the instructor suggested me that I should first book the drive test. So depending on the test date, he would let me know how many lessons I would require. So then I started with my lessons, और यहाँ पर बहुत ही difficult situation था मेरे लिए, because this was a right hand drive. I was not used to it. Initially बहुत सारे चीज़ें हुई, like मुझे जब इंडिकेटर दिखाना था तब मैंने वाइपर ऑन कर दिया. So initially you struggle with that and you'll take some time to settle down. So I decided to take at least 6 to 7 lessons, and then I was confident enough to take the drive test. Moreover, sometimes my Indian instincts would take over and मेरा हाथ automatically हॉर्न पे चला जाता था, और फिर then I realized and my instructor told me that it is considered rude over here to honk. तो वो चीज़ एक थी. और हम लोग इंडिया में जब कभी भी टर्न लेते थे तब we used to slow down, but here you have to maintain the speed. Here you cannot go beyond the speed limit, or you cannot drive too slow. In both the cases you will get a ticket. So in total I took 6 lessons. Before I recount about the experience of my drive test, I would like to share the information about how to book the test. So for G1, you have to go to the drive test center and you have to appear for the G1 knowledge test. So for G and G2, you have to book a drive test. This you can book online according to your availability. So you have the choice of location to choose, you have the choice of date to choose, as well as time. So just a tip, if you are booking your drive test during weekdays, then you choose the time when the traffic is not at its peak. So let's come back to my experience on test day. उस दिन हम लोग सुबह 10 बजे के आसपास निकल गए थे. सो यू हैव टू टेक योर इंस्ट्रक्टर्स व्हीकल, बिकॉज फर्स्ट टाइम हमारे पास किसी के पास गाड़ी नहीं होती, तो यू हैव टू टेक हिज व्हीकल. सो आई टुक माई इंस्ट्रक्टर्स व्हीकल, ही हैड कम टू पिक मी अप एंड देन वी रीच द सेंटर. वहाँ पर यू हैव टू do the initial formalities like fill the form and then get the token. So whenever you are ready, the examiner comes and then he sits next to you to observe how you drive. So it is recommended, and this is like a tip, that you do some exaggerated head movements so that the examiner understands that you are looking for the blind spots and all those things. So my test began and it lasted for around 20 minutes. I didn't have any negative feedbacks. So my test went very well. बहुत ही अच्छा था और मर्ज वगैरह मैंने बहुत अच्छे से किया, तो नेगेटिव फीडबैक्स कोई भी नहीं थे. एंड देन व्हेन वी रीच्ड बैक अगेन टू दैट सेंटर, द एग्जामिनर एक्चुअली लेट्स यू नो whether you have failed or you have passed. So he told me that I passed and I can take my license from the counter. So मैं खुश हो गई और फिर मैं चली गई अपना लाइसेंस लेने. सो मेरा सजेशन ये होगा कि डोंट बी टू स्ट्रेस्ड आउट ऑन योर टेस्ट डे एंड डोंट गेट नर्वस. आई नो इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू से दैट, बिकॉज whenever you are put in a situation where you are being judged or you are being tested, तो तब nervous होना it's natural, but still like give your best और कुछ भी मत सोचना, just concentrate on driving. So just focus on the road and keep and be aware of all the instructions. अगर yellow है तो आपको रुकना ही है. So just be aware of all those instructions. So this was about the drive test. I got the certificate from the same instructor. He told me what to do for the certificate and where to collect it from. So after everything, like all the lessons, G1 we practiced on a website called apnatoronto.com. यहाँ पर आपको सब information मिल जाएगा. It's like mock tests होंगे इस वेबसाइट पे, जहाँ पर आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो फॉर G1 नॉलेज टेस्ट. और जो साइंस होते हैं, जो ट्रैफिक रूल्स होते हैं, वो सब वहाँ पर बहुत अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन किया है. सो फॉर मी, एटलीस्ट फॉर अस, द apnatoronto.com site itself was very much useful, and that was enough for our preparation of G1 knowledge test. Apart from apnatoronto.com, you also have Ontario driver's handbook, so I'll mention the links of both in the description.
So this was our video about our experience getting a driving license and giving the test, etc. here in Canada. So we hope you found our experience as well as the information that we provided here useful. And if you have any other questions, or if you think we may have missed anything important, you can tell us down in the comment section.
So stay tuned for our next video. तब तक के लिए bye bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to our channel. So केस सांग.
आता कसं दिसते बघू दे मला पहिले. If you wish to apply for, असं म्हणते बघ, हां, once you clear a G1